Back with another album review. Today's review is on Steal This Album by System of a Down. This is the third studio album by System of a Down and is a follow-up to the hugely successful Toxicity, which I talked about last time. This album was recorded by David Schiffman and Tom Russo at Cello Studios between 2000 and 2001, while Toxicity was being recorded. It was produced by Rick Rubin and Darren Malakian, mixed by Andy Wallace, and mastered by Vlad L. Miller, 2002. The album was released on November 26, 2002 on American Recordings and manufactured by Columbia Records. Essentially, this album consists of songs that were intended for Toxicity, even though System of a Down had 2 albums worth of material. In early 2002, the songs were leaked onto the internet under the unofficial name Toxicity 2. The band were disappointed by this and decided to release a finalized version called Steal This Album. The name comes from a book called Steal This Book, even though I've never actually read it. Various media outlets claim this is a collection of B-sides, but the band denied these assumptions and said these songs are of the same quality as those on Toxicity. Serge Tankian said in an interview that the reason why these songs were excluded from Toxicity is because he didn't think they would fit within that album's overall continuity. And I can see where he's going with that. Now let's talk about the songs. The intro to this album is Chicken Stew. If someone were to listen to this song, they would think it's about pizza. The truth of the matter is that that's actually about consumerism, which makes sense if you think about it. Next song is Inner Vision, which was released as a single on October 30th, 2002. Hard to believe that was 20 years ago. The song was leaked in early 2002, it was not on the Toxicity 2 bootleg. Instead, it was leaked somewhere else. I also read that it's rare whenever System of a Down performed this song during live shows. After that is Bubbles. The song stands out featuring Arto. It was also featured on the hidden bonus track of Aerials from Toxicity. Arto performs additional vocals and percussion. And it's pretty cool seeing him work with System of a Down again. Next up is Boom. This was released as a promo single in 2003. The song was included in the Toxicity 2 bootleg, but under the name Every Time. I read online that System of a Down rarely played this song during live shows. John Dolmayan said during a Reddit AMA that he doesn't think this song has the same impact during live shows because it's partially a spoken word song. Michael Moore directed the music video for the song. There's going to be a link in the description. Up next is New Guns. The song shows off the band's signature style, and it's a good song overall. You follow up with ADD. Just to be clear, this is not about the neurological disorder. Instead, it's an acronym for American Dream Denial. On top of that, it's one of my favorite songs from the album. Next song is Mr. Jack. This is one of the more memorable songs from the album. I'll follow with I-E-A-I-A-I-O. John Dolmayan said the song was inspired by an encounter he had with David Hasselhoff in a liquor store in Los Angeles back when John was 12. What comes next is 36. The song is actually 46 seconds long, and I think it would have been more appropriate if it was called 46. Next up is Pictures. It's another one of my favorite songs from the album. Up next is Highway Song. Personally, I think this is even better than the previous song. That's followed up by Fuck the System. As far as I know, it's the only System of a Down song to contain the word fuck in the title. After that is Ego Brain. What makes this song stand out is that it features Greg Collins on the theremin. Granted, the theremin is an instrument that's rarely used in rock and metal music. Next song is Steady Waves. My favorite part about the song is the guitar riffs. That leads into the next song, which is Roulette. It has a slower pace and isn't as heavy as the previous song. The finale to this album is Streamline. One thing I should mention is that an alternate version of this song is on the soundtrack for The Scorpion King, and I haven't seen that movie. This alternate version was featured as a B-side on the UK CD2 version of the Aerial single. When researching this album, I read it peaked at number 15 on the US Billboard 200 and is certified platinum by the RIAA by selling over 1 million copies. When it comes to the critics, they mostly gave it positive reviews. What surprised me is that the Rolling Stone album guide liked it. And I've ranted before that Rolling Stone magazine normally sucks at reviewing music. John Dolmayan said in an interview that back in 2009 they said this is his favorite System of a Down album. In 2012, Serge Tonkin said in a Reddit AMA that he picked this as his favorite as well. Alright, so in my opinion, I think this is a very good album overall. It may not be as good as its predecessors in my opinion, but still enjoyable nonetheless. I recommend checking it out. Now's the part where I question you. Have you listened to Steal this album? If so, what do you think about it? What's your favorite song from it? How do you think this album compares to its predecessors? Let me know in the comments. If you like the video, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Be sure to press the notification bell to notify future videos. Thanks for watching. I'll be back soon with another video.